who wrote to me, said that they worked on the set of It Ends With Us, okay? And that the villain in this entire story is not Blake Lively, it's not Justin Baldoni, but it is Ryan Reynolds. And now I look at him and I just go, how did I not see this? This is the backstory. Comes to set, reviews the dailies, the raw footage, whatever that was shot today, reviews the script, and then he goes into his trailer, allegedly. Don't gag order or sue me, Ryan Reynolds. Okay, I don't want to be involved in real drama. I'm just telling my audience what I was told. He goes into Blake Lively's trailer and they have an argument. All of the production assistants overheard the argument, okay? Now, what was at the root of that argument? We don't know, but we can assume it had something to do with what he saw in these dailies, what he read in the script. Who even knows what led him to even visit on this day? And the person says that from that day forward, he started involving himself, that he basically became a chaperone for her on set. He was there basically every day, involved in the projects, wanting to rewrite lines, and suddenly Ryan Reynolds was trying to wrangle this project from justice. Please take my advice. Narrator, she did not listen. She did not take my advice at all. I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaints, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence when she filed her complaint.
Have you ever wondered what truly lies behind Hollywood's dazzling facade? Beneath the bright lights and carefully curated red carpet appearances, a darker, more complicated drama is often in play. A drama where ambition, hidden rivalries, and personal betrayals mix with explosive legal battles and media manipulation. Today, we dive deep into one such scandal, a story that began on the set of a highly anticipated film and quickly spiraled into a controversy that has everyone talking. It's a tale where every whispered rumor, every leaked snippet of footage, and every unscripted comment adds another piece to a puzzle that no one ever expected to see assembled before the cameras. On what seemed like an ordinary day, the spark of controversy was ignited by a subtle yet unmistakable disturbance on set. It all started with a seemingly minor disagreement during the routine review of dailies, a moment that, on the surface, appeared to be nothing more than a clash of creative opinions. However, those brief flashes of tension were anything but random. Crew members recalled how key players exchanged loaded looks and furtive comments, hinting at simmering issues that had been building up for weeks. There was something off in the air, an undercurrent of unease that no one could quite put their finger on. What began as an offhand remark soon morphed into a palpable feeling of discord, suggesting that deep personal grievances and long-held resentments were about to boil over. As the day wore on, what was initially dismissed as a fleeting moment of on-set friction began to reveal layers of complexity. Unedited footage captured these early sparks, raw images of heated exchanges and whispered conversations between influential figures on set. Those behind the camera noticed the subtext. A subtle power struggle was unfolding, one that seemed to pit longtime collaborators against each other in a battle for creative control and personal vindication. It wasn't simply a case of differing artistic visions. It was as though every smile, every nod, was laced with hidden meaning. Rumors quickly spread among the production crew that this conflict was only the tip of the iceberg. In hushed corners and during coffee breaks, insiders speculated about long-standing grudges, unexpected alliances, and secret meetings that hinted at a much more elaborate narrative than anyone had anticipated. As whispers turned into open murmurs, the chaos behind the scenes began to intensify. In the days following that fateful review, a series of confidential exchanges among production assistants and even members of the cast started circulating within the inner circle. Conversations that were meant to be private became fodder for speculation. Some said that what had appeared to be a minor misunderstanding was, in fact, the culmination of months of tension and unaddressed issues. The crew's anxiety was palpable. There was an unmistakable feeling that someone was watching, that every action and every word was being scrutinized for clues. A sense of urgency took hold. If these early sparks weren't contained, they could ignite into a firestorm that would engulf not only the film but the reputations of those involved. Before long, what began as a simmering on-set disturbance escalated dramatically into a full-blown legal and personal battle. The initial disagreements, once confined to whispers and furtive glances, soon found their way into formal legal documents. Lawsuits were filed, and counterclaims emerged with a speed that left industry observers reeling. Suddenly, The set wasn't just a place for creative collaboration, it had become the battleground for a high-stakes showdown. At the center of the maelstrom was a well-known actor, whose unexpected presence on set took on entirely new significance as evidence began to suggest that his involvement had been anything but incidental. His actions, once seen as friendly banter, were now being dissected and debated in courtrooms and in the public eye as both sides scrambled to protect their interests. In the midst of these legal maneuvers, a parallel battle was unfolding in the realm of public relations and media spin. Celebrity PR teams, experts in turning controversy into an opportunity, quickly stepped in. They crafted precise, calculated messages designed not only to defend their clients, but also to sow doubt about the opposing camp's motives. Every press release, every interview, and every social media post was meticulously engineered to steer the narrative in a favorable direction. Media outlets, ever hungry for sensational headlines, pounced on every new development. Stories began to dominate the news cycle, each one more provocative than the last, framing the unfolding drama as a titanic struggle between powerful personalities fighting for control of their own public images. In this high-stakes arena, even the smallest detail, a phrase used in a leaked email or a tone in a whispered conversation, became a headline, and every comment was scrutinized for hidden meaning. As the legal and PR battles raged on, the drama spilled over into the digital world, where social media users turned into amateur detectives. Hashtags erupted across Twitter and Instagram, with fans, critics, and industry insiders all weighing in on the scandal. What was once an internal dispute now took on a life of its own, evolving into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Online debates raged over every new clip of unedited footage that surfaced, each one offering a tantalizing glimpse into the private world of Hollywood's elite. Influential voices in the digital sphere began to chime in, with some praising the courage of those who dare to speak out, and others condemning what they saw as a reckless display of celebrity arrogance. The sheer volume of speculation was staggering. Every new rumor, every leaked piece of evidence, added fuel to an already blazing inferno. It became clear that in the age of social media, the truth was less important than the story, and every twist in the narrative was amplified by millions of voices online. Just when it seemed that the conflict had reached its peak, an unforeseen twist emerged that shifted the entire narrative. A previously hidden piece of raw, unedited footage began circulating online, revealing an unscripted and intimate moment between key figures that no one had anticipated. This bombshell of a video was unlike anything that had come before. It captured a brief, almost candid exchange that appeared to contradict the carefully constructed narratives being peddled by both sides. In that fleeting moment, the lines between performance and reality blurred, leaving viewers to question everything they thought they knew about the incident. Experts and fans alike debated the true meaning of the footage. Was it a genuine moment of vulnerability, or a clever ruse designed to mislead? As the clip spread like wildfire, every previously dismissed detail suddenly took on new significance, casting a long shadow of doubt over the earlier accounts and forcing everyone to reassess their positions. In the days following this revelation, the fallout was immediate and profound. What had once been a series of disjointed controversies now coalesced into a single, multifaceted drama that touched every corner of the industry. Leaked emails, cryptic text messages, and redacted documents were all re-examined in the light of the new evidence. Each discovery seemed to peel back another layer of a carefully guarded secret, revealing a web of hidden communications and covert meetings that had long been concealed from the public eye. The bombshell footage served as a catalyst for an all-out re-examination of the events leading up to the scandal, forcing legal teams, PR experts, and even fans to reconsider their assumptions. The debate over what was real and what was manufactured reached a fever pitch, with every new revelation intensifying the already charged atmosphere. Yet, even as the public's attention remained fixated on the spectacle, those directly involved in the scandal were left to grapple with the personal toll of the unfolding events. Behind the polished images and well-rehearsed interviews lay a story of personal betrayal and shattered trust. For some, the battle was about reclaiming their dignity and asserting their version of events. For others, it was a fight to protect a carefully constructed persona that had been built over years of hard work and public adoration. The intense scrutiny of every move, Every word and every gesture placed an almost unbearable pressure on everyone involved. Friends turned into foes, and long-standing alliances crumbled under the weight of public expectation and internal strife. In this relentless environment, even the smallest misstep was magnified 1,000-fold, and every new piece of information carried the potential to irrevocably alter the balance of power. As the legal proceedings trudged forward and the PR battle grew ever more intricate, the true cost of the scandal began to emerge. It was no longer simply a matter of legal liability or media ratings. It had become a profound reckoning for an entire industry. The ripple effects were felt far beyond the confines of the film set, impacting careers, personal lives, and even the future direction of Hollywood's public image. The controversy forced everyone involved to confront uncomfortable truths about ambition, loyalty, and the sacrifices required to maintain a pristine image in an industry where perception is everything. Even as one legal filing followed another and media outlets continued to churn out sensational headlines, the underlying question persisted: what price would be paid for truth in a world where spin and spectacle were the norm? In the midst of this maelstrom, an unexpected alliance began to take shape. Figures who had once been seen as mere players in the scandal started to emerge as voices of reason, questioning the motives behind the relentless barrage of accusations. Some of these insiders began to share their own accounts of the events, painting a picture of a production where the lines between professional duty and personal vendetta were hopelessly blurred. Their testimonies added new dimensions to the unfolding drama, suggesting that the conflict was not as black and white as the public narrative had led many to believe. Instead, the scandal revealed a landscape where every decision was steeped in ambiguity and where the real story lay somewhere between the carefully crafted press releases and the unfiltered, raw emotions captured on camera. As more details came to light, the involvement of other high-profile figures further complicated the picture. A celebrated musician, whose very name had once been synonymous with artistic integrity, was suddenly mentioned in connection with the scandal, sparking wild speculation about secret alliances and hidden motives. Meanwhile, a prominent media personality, known for their razor-sharp commentary, openly challenged the actions of one of the central figures, igniting a debate that split public opinion along unexpected lines. Every time a new name was dropped or a fresh piece of evidence surfaced, the public's fascination grew exponentially. Fans, who had initially tuned in for the spectacle, found themselves drawn into a labyrinth of competing narratives, each one more complex and nuanced than the last. Social media platforms buzzed with activity, as every tweet, post, and comment added another layer of interpretation to an already convoluted story. The sheer scale of the fallout eventually forced the hand of the studios and the legal teams alike. Behind closed doors, emergency meetings were convened, and strategies were redrawn as both sides realized that the stakes had become far higher than a single film production. The scandal was not just about controlling the narrative, it was about survival in an industry where public opinion could turn on a dime. Legal teams worked around the clock, poring over mountains of documents and footage, while PR experts crafted countermeasures to mitigate the damage. In one particularly tense moment, a key attorney described the situation as a war for the soul of Hollywood, where every public statement and every private memo was a weapon in a battle that would decide not only the fate of the individuals involved, but also the future of the industry itself. And then, as if the drama couldn't escalate any further, the bombshell twist that had everyone on edge reared its head. A series of leaked communications, complete with redacted details and cryptic hints, began to surface online. These messages, exchanged between high-ranking insiders, hinted at a level of collusion and strategic manipulation that had never before been imagined. For weeks, industry watchers had speculated about the motivations behind the escalating conflict, but now the raw evidence forced even the most skeptical observers to confront a stark reality. This was no isolated incident of on-set drama. Every carefully guarded secret, every back-channel conversation, now painted a picture of a complex and calculated effort to control not just a film's production, but the entire public narrative surrounding it. The leaked material revealed that the scandal had been in the making long before anyone had ever set foot on the soundstage. A network of clandestine meetings, secret phone calls, and private correspondences emerged, exposing a web of alliances that cross the boundaries of personal loyalty and professional ambition. As analysts and fans dissected each piece of evidence, it became increasingly clear that the bombshell twist was not just an anomaly. It was the culmination of a meticulously orchestrated campaign designed to reshape the balance of power in Hollywood. The revelation sparked a new wave of debate among legal experts, PR strategists, and even casual observers, all of whom found themselves questioning the very nature of truth in an era where every moment was up for grabs. In the aftermath of this revelation, the public was left grappling with more questions than answers. The scandal, which had once seemed like a simple case of on-set miscommunication, now loomed as a testament to the brutal realities of celebrity culture, a world where trust is fleeting and reputations can be destroyed in an instant. As the dust began to settle, the legal battles continued unabated, and the media circus showed no signs of slowing down. Every new development was met with a flurry of online debates, as viewers around the world pored over every detail, desperately trying to separate fact from fiction in a narrative that had become almost impossibly complex. Ultimately, what remains is a story of contradictions and unresolved tensions, a reminder that in Hollywood, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. The fallout from the scandal has left an indelible mark on those involved, forcing them to confront painful truths about ambition, betrayal, and the relentless pressure to maintain an immaculate public image. As the final chapters of this unfolding drama remain unwritten, the industry is left to ponder whether the bombshell twist was the long-awaited turning point or merely another calculated maneuver in a larger, more dangerous game. As we close this chapter, the lingering questions hang in the air like an unresolved note in a haunting melody. What will become of the relationship shattered by this relentless conflict? Can the truth ever be fully revealed in a world where every whisper is amplified by the media and every secret is up for grabs? And perhaps most importantly, will the industry ever learn to reconcile its obsession with spectacle and scandal with the real, human cost of these public battles? In the end, the true drama may not lie in the legal filings or the explosive press conferences, but in the quiet moments of reflection, the moments when the glitter of fame fades and the harsh reality of betrayal and loss is laid bare for all to see. Stay tuned, because in Hollywood, the story is never truly over. Each new piece of evidence, each unexpected twist, only deepens the mystery and leaves us all wondering, in a world built on illusion, where does truth begin and performance end? This is a saga that continues to evolve, a high-stakes battle where reputations, careers, and even personal lives hang in the balance. And as we watch this drama unfold, one thing remains certain: every revelation, every whispered secret, and every carefully orchestrated maneuver is a reminder that behind every glamorous smile lies a story far more complex than anyone could ever imagine. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Hollywood's hidden world. If you found yourself as captivated by these twists and turns as we did, make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a single update as this story continues to unravel. The truth, as they say, is out there, waiting to be discovered, one astonishing revelation at a time.